Hello, Scorpio. Welcome in. Welcome to my channel, Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wayne. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into scorpionic energies, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Cross watchers are always welcome. Tuning in specifically to scorpionic energies and seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. You're getting a bonus reading because you continue to have some of the highest viewership, and so I'm going to continue to send you readings out. So thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, sharing. So appreciate you, Scorpio. All right, let's get to your reading, to your messages. What's the overall energy? Thank you. What's hidden? What's hidden from Scorpio? Thank you. Outcome and advice. All right, thank you. Ooh, I also want to take this time, Scorpio, to invite you to a free student healing clinic on Fridays. There's a link in the description box if that sounds like something you're interested in, a free online healing from students in my school. 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Fridays. Just click on the link if you're curious and want to know more information and sign up if that sounds good. Sounds like something you're interested in. All right, Scorpio, let's get to your reading. The overall energy of your reading. Having trouble seeing the Two of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Swords. Love these new cards. These are the Tarot of the Cosmic Seed. And these are my vice versa tarot cards. Thank you all so much for your suggestions on tarot cards. I'm excited to bring more and more into this space. All right. Why is the Two of Cups in reverse? A disconnect from you and your higher self, a breakup with someone else in the 3D. Something feels like, if that's the case, feels disappointing. Ooh, Three of Cups in reverse coming out as a challenge to the Two of Cups. There's too many people in this energy. This does feel like a breakup type of energy. It doesn't have to be romance. Feels like there's too many cooks in the kitchen, too many people involved, a toxic environment, family or friends, some other group. It feels like there's too many people. Tell me about this. Another 3. Wow. There's way too many people in this relationship. This could be work group, family, friends. I'm getting toxic. Like I keep seeing the glasses here, the goblets. And I'm seeing like drinking, partying. So why are these groups able to come in between this couple, whoever? This doesn't have to be a romantic partnership. It just could be between you and someone else. And it feels like there's just way too many people involved. Yeah. Boundaries. 7 of Wands. I think there needs to be boundaries. It feels like there are no boundaries. Everybody's in your business. Everyone's in your business, Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know about this Two of Cups reversed? Anything else? Or about the third Eight of Pentacles reversed? Someone's not putting in the work. They're not it's not working. They're not putting in the work. I'm getting intuitively a lot of complaining to other people, triangulation, complaining to others about what's going on instead of addressing you directly. Too many chefs in the kitchen, too many people's opinions, and it's just not working. I kind of get that. Someone who's going to other parties instead of coming to you directly, complaining about you to someone else, that's never helpful, right? There's a difference between going to someone else and saying, I'd love to kind of throw some things out. I've got some things going on. Am I seeing this correctly? And then after that, seeking out advice, then going back to the other person that you have an issue with to resolve, to repair, to figure it out. But what I'm getting here is almost like an intentional, just going to third parties, going to other people to complain, but never coming back and putting the work into the connection. Just bitching and moaning. Complaining about you, but not willing to do anything to put this just, ugh. So with the Seven of Wands, there's a need to create protection, protect yourself, create healthy boundaries, stand up for yourself. Wheel of Fortune reversed, there's been some type of lesson. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Moon reversed. You've been learning something in lesson. Whatever's been hidden, there's been some hidden. Definitely it feels like you would be surprised how this other person, whoever the Two of Cups reverse that other person for you is, it feels like you're discerning. You're starting to see this, that this person isn't operating in good faith, wanting to work things out for you. They just like complaining and going to other people, maybe setting themselves up as a victim or a martyr to you. Whatever this is, you're getting the discernment that you need. That's been very confusing in this connection. These energies coming out as a challenge to the Moon. Four of Pentacles reverse. Letting go of this environment. Letting go of thinking this is as good as it gets. Page of Cups. Why is this Page of Cups a challenge? Feels like the people you're dealing with have a level of emotional immaturity, and they communicate from emotionally immature space. They're not telling you. They can't address difficulties with you to your face. They've got to go to everyone else and complain. This is someone who performs. This is someone stuck in a very immature mindset. I have been in that mindset a lot in my life, very immature, didn't know how to create, how to bring up issues to the people I was working with. And so I went to everyone else and complained, and but never resolved the issue. Just offloaded my upset onto others, and then just continued with the toxic connection with someone else, never telling them that I was upset, that my feelings were hurt, or whatever emotional issue, so we could resolve it. And so I would just keep this bank of resentment and disappointments until I couldn't take it anymore and had to leave. Yeah, I was emotionally immature a lot of my life. The Ten of Wands is also a challenge, releasing burdens, releasing this type of activity, and anyone who's still engaging, making you the problem. It feels exhausting because there's no repair, there's no even understanding of what the problem is. It's coming to light, whatever this is. You're recognizing what the lesson is, what's been going on. It looks like you're implementing internal discernment to cut out what doesn't work, to let go of who and what, and to create healthy boundaries. All right, let's look at what's hidden, Scorpio. We've got the Seven of Wands again. The Nine of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Swords. And the Six of Pentacles. What great imagery on these cards. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Seven of Wands. Isn't that beautiful? Oh. So, also in what's hidden, there's a need for healthy boundaries, to stand your ground, learn how to not only create those boundaries, but maintain them. Boundaries aren't rules. Boundaries are, this is what I need to create safety and protection for myself. And so if you say this, if you operate in this way, I'm going to go the other direction. I'm leaving. I'm not taught. So it's not demanding change, but it's just letting people know that if you continue with this type of behavior, this is going to be my response, and to leave the conversation, leave the connection. Yeah. When I first started standing on business and creating boundaries, it was terrifying, coming from a people-pleasing type of mentality. And it took a while to understand what boundaries are. But boy, are they so, they're a necessary component to this reality. All right. Nine of Swords reversed. I love that it's reversed. That's getting out of a comfort zone. You're taking action quickly. That's Knight of Swords is one of the fastest moving knights of the deck. It looks like once you set up healthy boundaries, let go of your limiting beliefs, face your fears, get out of a comfort zone. Maybe these people, this relationship, feels like it all might be a comfort zone. A comfort zone relating, not going to the person that you have the issue with directly, but going to everyone else. Feels like you're learning how to communicate directly with who you have the issue with instead of going to others. And if that's been happening to you, that in relationships, recognizing that that activity is on a timer, because someone who's just performing, everything's fine, and you never have an issue with them, doesn't necessarily mean that there's never an issue. They just don't know how to connect, tell you. They're telling other people. Feels like you're getting out of this old way of relating that used to be a comfort zone, and you're rebalancing that. And it takes time, temperance, patience. As you rebalance that, get out of that old way of being that's stuck, that doesn't allow any expansion. And with the Six of Pentacles, it looks like you're learning who and what to invest in. There's something about the Six of Pentacles too, like recognizing that you don't give all six pentacles. You don't invest all in one person. There's something about investing wisely and seeing how, if there's a return on the investment. Reciprocity. So investing in the right people and the right amount, so you get a return on your investment. All right. Anything else in what's hidden that would help Scorpio? Any messages? Six of Pentacles coming out in reverse as a challenge. All right. It looks like it's a challenge for you to go after what you want. The Queen of Swords again showing up as a challenge. Your inner discernment. Devil reverse. It's a challenge to let go of toxic environments. To be mindful. Say less. There's a need to be tactical here. Say less. Be aware. Clock what's going on. There's also this nervousness, worry. But what I like here is you're focusing on being happy, on what you want, staying focused on what it is that you want out of this experience. And it looks like cutting out those who can't reciprocate, those who are draining you, exhausting you. All right, let's move on to the outcome and advice. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse, Eight of Wands, love the image, and then the Four of Cups in reverse in the outcome and advice. Something, a lack of options, feeling stuck, and taking a second look at something that was disappointing 3 times before, many times of disappointment, but it looks like you're taking another look at someone, something, a different situation. All right, let's start with the Seven of Cups, Eight of Wands, Seven of Cups reverse. Oh, the Eight of Wands are upright. They're not in reverse. So Eight of Wands is getting all your ducks in a row. Focus when you know what you want, when your energy isn't scattered, like yeah, your energy going here and there, and contradictory energies and beliefs keep you stuck. Eight of Wands in a row, getting all your arrows in a row, knowing what direction you want to go in, and focusing on what you want to go in, the direction, talking about it and taking action. Wands are action, desire, going after what you want, and things happening very quickly. That's second time. It feels like there's a shift, an inner discernment, Queen of Swords, that's happening for you, Scorpio. And once you get that epiphany, what that is, then you let go of the people, the situation, the beliefs that have kept you stuck. And it feels like once you make that shift, then things start moving very quickly in the direction that you prefer. And then there's this Four of Cups reverse. There's something, it feels like you've got all the parts. There might be a timing. You're giving someone or something a second chance in this new energy with the new beliefs that you have. And it feels like this works. Now, King of Swords. You're cutting out what doesn't work. And it feels like there's someone or something you're taking a second look at. And once you shift these beliefs and cut out what doesn't work, things really start moving for you. Beautiful. All right, Scorpio, that's your reading. I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the likes and comments, commenting on each other's posts and sharing. It's so delightful to read. I read all the comments and support and care for each other, cheering each other on. It's just very beautiful. So thank you so much for being here. Take care.